are born from passion.
It's time to jump out on somebody and put somebody away. 1, 2, 3.
Wars fueled by heroic performances.
Long enough. It's good. LA has beaten the Outlaws.
Rivalries are encounters scarred with contempt.
I'm a freight train, man. I done told you, Maddox, I can play now. You're a punk, Mr. Savage. Why don't you stand up and block somebody? You're a punk.
Battles defined by explosive attacks.
There he goes. He's got it. Touchdown. Nothing but end zone. You gotta love that. Oh, yeah.
Victories live forever, and so do defeats. But in the end, rivalries exist for the simple privilege to proclaim, I'm better than you.
From the Los Angeles Coliseum, Week 8 of the XFL, featuring the visiting Las Vegas Outlaws and the host, LA Xtreme. 350 miles separate LA and Las Vegas, in addition to one game in the XFL's Western Division standings board. It's a regional rivalry full of not only emotion, but postseason implications as well, as the two top teams in each division go to the playoffs. Yeah, the pressure has increased with the stakes, and LA has put some swagger into its walk. They've won 5 of 6, and they can clinch a playoff spot with a win tonight as they get closer to the $1 million XFL championship game. How about Vegas? They've got a chance to control their own destiny as well. However, any plans of overtaking LA for first place need to include an upset win tonight. Matt Vasgersian with you from Los Angeles. Not technically the postseason yet, but it may as well be, because for the loser, a lot more difficult road to hoe to get to the postseason. 3 regular season games left, including tonight's, and only one of the 4 playoff spots has been spoken for. That's Orlando, representing from the East. In the West, it's a wide-open shooting match. One team playing pretty good to try and lay claim on a spot is the LA Xtreme, as I welcome Jesse Ventura to the telecast. LA's playing some pretty good football.
They're playing outstanding football, Matt. Last week they beat the Orlando Rage, previously unbeaten, 6 wins in a row, and LA did it decisively. They are clicking on all cylinders. We knew they had a great explosive offense. Now their defense is rising up, and they're also getting great special teams play also. Offense is good. It's explosive, as you mentioned. They lead the league in points scored, and they're led by their captain, Tommy Maddox. Tommy Maddox, right now the key is having a healthy, good quarterback, and LA has that. Maddox will use the 3-step drop, the quick release. He will also try to spread the defense out, sometimes going with 5 receivers in the game. He will throw the football tonight. Well, sports pundits everywhere, Jesse, say that good defense beats good offense, regardless of the game and the teams. The Las Vegas defense is a good one, as we welcome Mike Adamley to the telecast. Las Vegas might have the kind of defense that can finally stop L.A.
Well, Las Vegas leads the league, Matt, in takeaways. They lead it in sacks. I don't think they're going to change their personality tonight, but I don't think they can blitz as much because Tommy Maddox gets the ball away so quickly. He is very difficult to sack. So what I think you're going to see is Las Vegas disguising their coverages, trying to confuse Maddox with coverages. 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive backs. Heck, if Jesse can get into a back pedal, maybe they'll even put him out there. Anything to give him a look he hasn't seen before and let their front floor apply the pressure.
Well, we know that Vegas can prevent you from scoring, but can they score themselves? A lot of pressure on this guy, a beaten-up quarterback over the past few weeks, Ryan Clement.
He might be beaten, but he's not unbowed. I love Ryan Clement. He's your typical tough guy. Last week when we saw him play, he had a cut under his chin, a broken finger, recovering also from a separated shoulder. Ryan Clement will play, and he has to lead his team tonight.
But, Ryan, this word of warning, Los Angeles linebackers can be hazardous to your health. Just ask Birmingham's Casey Weldon, knocked out for the year 2 weeks ago by L.A. linebacker Sean Stuckey. And then long Long last week, knocking out Jeff Brom from the rest of the year.
Moments ago, the scramble for the football. Vegas 7-0 in the scramble, make it 8-0 as Jamel Williams wins the scramble for the ball, and Vegas will receive on the road. Head coach Al Luganville, he said his team got off to a slow start simply because the offense hadn't gelled. That was a story we heard throughout the XFL. Jim Kreiner's offense has been slowed by inconsistencies at quarterback. He's finally got his starting quarterback out there for 3 straight games as Jose Cortez is set to kick things away with Eric Gilford and Jamel Williams ready to receive for Vegas. A lot on the line tonight. And week 8 of the XFL is underway. It's Eric Gilford, one of the newest Las Vegas Outlaws, to take the kick. The reverse as Chris Chikuma has it, lost his footing and fumbles the football. Well, we're about 10 seconds into it, and already a huge play for the LA Xtreme.
The worst thing that could have happened to Jim Kreiner and the Las Vegas team, turned the ball over on the kickoff. LA's in position.
And they might have sent a message to Los Angeles or to the people who are watching this game that maybe they think they have to do something special. Use a trick play to beat the Los Angeles Xtreme. Ricky Parker, the guy that picked up the fumble, and the highly valued LA offense on the field, and they thought they'd be playing defense in the first possession. It's Tommy Maddox to pass, and his first attempt is complete. Catch made by Saladin McCullough. Both of these teams are good ones in terms of the turnover ratio. Vegas is the best in the league at +11. And Los Angeles right on their heels, second best in the XFL, +7.
Yeah, but the problem is now they're only +10, Matt.
Got to update that number already. Somebody get the typist on it down there in the truck. 2nd and 5 for LA. A hazy night for football. The lights are on here in LA at 5 o'clock Pacific time. Maddox to pass over the top, touchdown Los Angeles. This is some easy game. Jermaine Copeland with his 4th TD reception of the year. Flag on the play, however. We'll see if this comes back.
Now it's against Vegas.
After the touchdown, personal foul, defense, number 72, for unnecessary roughness. The ball will be placed half the distance to the goal on the track.
Now the penalty against Las Vegas, the touchdown good, and they mark off a half a yard closer to the goal line for the PAT.
And LA made that last one, Mike, look easy. 2 plays and they're in the end zone.
48!
Maddox going to throw it, and it's batted down to the line of scrimmage. The extra point, no good.
Chris Chikuma sets Los Angeles up for their 6 points with the fumble on the kickoff return. And one place the Xtreme thinks the Outlaws are vulnerable, down the middle. The safety's there. And Jermaine Copeland splitting the difference there and getting by the linebacker, Mike Crawford.
Mike Crawford, the linebacker, lost his footing, and that opened it up for Copeland.
They can score a little bit, can the LA Xtreme? Already 6-0 home team.
The XFL on NBC.
Well, some attempted tomfoolery on the opening kickoff of the game cost Las Vegas. Chris Chikuma trying to handle a reverse on the run back, lost his footing, then lost the football. Let's take a look at how it went down. Keith Jackson might scream, fumble! Bye! Ball squirted free. 2 plays later, a touchdown.
Coach, I know you're going to the bag of tricks early, trying to get a little momentum, but it really came back to bite you.
Well, the reverse was there. We just didn't execute it very well. That's that simple. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Can you overcome that type of play, Coach, this early?
I'm going to watch the kickoff.
Get out of here, Raggy. I'm going to watch the kickoff, he says.
Hey, Mike.
All right, well, Jose Cortez will kick it off now with a 6-point lead. They're going to try it again. Will the Las Vegas Outlaws to try and get this thing down right? returning a kick.
I think when you try gimmicks early on, that you're admitting to these guys that, hey, we can't hang with you normally. We've got to resort to the trick play.
And Vegas can't afford to get in an offensive shootout tonight.
It bounces to Eric Gilford again. He'll try to pick it up. He's got the seam down the middle. Returns it past the 30-yard line.
Late flag.
And, yeah, a flag early. It was a two-play drive, 15 yards in just over a minute, 6-0 LA on this pass from Maddox to Jermaine Copeland.
Jermaine, you're on the board very quickly. It looked pretty easy.
Well, I mean, that's just the way we come out and play. We started cranking the game up a little bit since last week. We know we got a lot to play for. We're trying to go undefeated the rest of this season.
Here we go.
Well, Ryan Clement will have a chance to get it started now. And he goes behind 6-0 early. Clement playing with a broken finger, a separated shoulder that's on the mend, 8 stitches in his chin. On the ground. He hit Rod Smart across the 30-yard line for a few yards over the right side of the line. Rod Smart was hurt last week, did not play due to a knee injury, yet still Smart is the number 4 rusher in the XFL despite the inactivity last week.
Couldn't got him back in the lineup at a better time. 40% of their offense prior to last week.
Purple 85, jet. Mike it, keep it tight. Purple 85, jet.
Phenomenal pass. He's got a receiver and it's batted around and complete. He was trying to get it out to the tight end, Ricky Brady. Good coverage by the safety, Ron Carpenter.
25H drive.
Okay, here we go. Trey left, 25H drive on 2. Ready?
Las Vegas is ranked last in the league in passing yardage. Something that's going to have to change before the end of the year. Clements had a couple of okay games back-to-back. Can't get outside the pass rush. Still gets it off to Ricky Brady, who they integrated into the passing game a little more last week. And that's a first down for the Outlaws.
He can be the X factor tonight, although he plays the H position, the tight end Ricky Brady. But give this credit to Ryan Clement here. Hanging tough.
Ryan Clement, just before he goes down, finds Brady and throws it. A good play by Ryan Clement. There you see Clement back in the pocket. The rush is on. He's going down, but delivers the ball. Whoops.
All kinds of motion there, and flags go up and off everywhere. You know, guys, we talked to Ryan Clement yesterday, and we tried to get some kind of a reaction out of him regarding all the damage the extreme defense has done to quarterbacks over the past couple of weeks. He is undaunted by that and by the fact that he's playing like a mechanical man with all the injuries.
Listen. Do strike, 97 slant boot on 1. Raider.
They march it up to the 45-yard line of the Outlaws.
White 325 jet.
Play action. And Clement has it batted down. Ryan Clement is one tough customer. He takes a beating at quarterback.
You know, I want to play football. This is what we came out here to do, and nobody's really given us a lot of opportunity to do it. And now that somebody is, it just stinks that, you know, we're getting hurt. So if it's a broken finger or stitches or, you know, a separated shoulder or, you know, hip pointers, anything that's short of like broken legs, you know,
Purple 85,
If it's not broke, don't fix me. Anything short of a broken leg. As Rod Smart, he gets around the outside, pushes a fist up into Ricky Parker's face. He gets out of bounds at the 46. Well, these two teams have played each other once before. It came in week 3, and the "He Hate Me" moniker on the back of Rod Smart's jersey was something of a novelty back then. So a couple of L.A. defenders decided that they would respond, and that's what you get. They still hate he.
And week 3, Juan Long said, I hate he, and I still hate he.
Fumble, he couldn't handle the snap from center. Who got on it? There is a flag on the play.
Again, the broken pinky finger on his left hand, that's the bottom hand when he receives that snap from center. It really shouldn't be a problem.
Clement got it back.
And there's still a flag on the play.
Defense number 75, 5-yard penalty. It's still first down.
That worked out okay for Vegas, didn't it?
Sure did.
O-line. There you can see that finger wrapped.
Clement told us that he has real trouble on handoffs. When he has to head off across the spine. It's really the only phase of his game that suffers with that broken pinky.
Jet! Purple 85 jet! Purple 85 jet!
He hit me around the outside. They hate it. Lamont Evans, the Extreme's leading tackler.
Purple 85 jet!
Watch what hand that Ryan Clement's hands off. That time his right hand. Very unconventional. You do it the other way. Exactly.
And not only for him, but it's unconventional for the running back to get it that way, too.
Jet! Purple 85 jet! Purple 85 jet!
Clement will pass it on second down. People having trouble with their footing out there early tonight. That one's incomplete, looking for Eric Gilford.
Yeah, we saw Chris Chikuma slip on that reverse on the kickoff return that he ultimately
you gotta
fumbled.
Be more under control. Keep your feet. Now, here we go. Tiger, deuce, right.
Tell me something I don't know.
Switch now.
Here we go. Here we go. Deuce right, 25 Nike switch on 3.
You know, it reminds me of my headset most of the time.
That look spoke of a million words. Keep your feet. You come out here and keep your feet on the slippery, sliding stuff. They'll try to push it again.
Slipped again, too. And they're going to get a flag on that one.
Yeah, that'll be PI. He was looking for Mike Curry. Ricky Parker from San Diego State had the coverage, and that'll likely put the ball well into Los Angeles territory.
And I'll tell you
Jerry,
right now,
get that twist, Jerry.
L.A. is just killing themselves with penalties out here in the first quarter. It's what, the third or fourth one?
Defense number 29. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
The interference of number 29. What's interesting about this is Ricky Parker, the LA defender, number 29, is normally a safety. He was brought in because Terry Phillips, LA's starting quarterback, is hurt.
My goodness, and Jamal Duff made Clement pay the price. He hate me! He hate me! Out at the goal line.
Oh, he's singing a touchdown.
Rod Smart from 21 yards out. Touchdown indeed, and Vegas has tied it up early.
He gonna come down the all game. I'm just gonna block him down.
Break it off. Let's go.
Well,
Ricky Parker, who just had the flag called of him for pass interference, sucked up by the run, and Rod Smart bouncing outside for the touchdown.
Vegas is just 5
shy of the touch.
16 in PATs.
White 85 jet. White 85 jet.
There's Ron Smart on the flip back, trying to get around the corner. They try to strip the ball from him. No touch glove. He's into the end zone. Another flag on the play.
Somebody make plays. Good job.
I'll tell you what, it looked like that touchdown. It looked like he got knocked out at the corner.
Looked like he was about a yard short, but we're about 50 yards away to see it. So
what was impressive, Jesse and Matt, is the fact that Las Vegas has responded the way they have.
Well, let's take another look at that alleged touchdown. They say he got in. An 8-play drive covering 79 yards, burning up over 5 minutes, capped by a Rod Smart touchdown run.
Way to block up front, man.
Las Vegas ties it up, and they take the lead with the PAT. And with the timeout, the U.S. Army presents Victories in Life. Tonight we look at Chicago running back LaShawn Johnson, who's overcome cancer to become the league leader in touchdowns. LaShawn Johnson, a great example of the U.S. Army's Victories in Life.
I went through 6 months of chemotherapy and radiation, and that's tough. And when you step out on the field, I mean, it's nothing compared to what I've been through. And like I say, every chance that I get, I'm enjoying myself. You know, I take a lot of hits, but like I said, it's nothing compared to all the chemotherapy and radiation I've been through.
LaShawn Johnson, he's got space, and he's got a touchdown.
I'm still a young guy, and I still have a lot of goals in mind, and this gives me the opportunity to go out there and reach those goals.
Well, he hate me. They still hate you. Now, you got the big touchdown there. Did you get in? Come on.
Yeah, I got in. Hey, as long as the ball break the plane, right?
I knew you think you got in, but how big was it to get that touchdown after giving up the turnover and the touchdown early?
It's very big because, you know, we're coming to score points. So that's what we got to do, keep continuing to score points. We're going to do that all night, baby.
How many ways can you twist it? He hates me. And there's the definitive sign, okay? You know, it really has legs, doesn't it? Vegas on top of one. Paul McCallum to kick things away. Letario Lucial and David Gibson to return it. Lucial picking up at the 10. Across the 20, he's tackled at the 20-yard line. That's where Los Angeles takes over. Tipping off tomorrow at noon Eastern, it's an NBA on NBC twin bill. First up is a battle of two perennial playoff contenders as Tim Duncan and the surging Spurs take on Tim Hardaway and the Heat. And it's the final round coverage of the crown jewel of the PGA Tour, the Players' Championship, as Tiger Woods looks to add one significant championship that's eluded him. And then following the Players' Championship, Shaq and the Lakers visit C. Webb and the Kings in a battle for Pacific Division supremacy. Don't miss all the action tomorrow at 12 on NBC. Maddox to throw. That's a pass complete to Saladin McCullough. Saladin McCullough is a guy who sat for the first 3 weeks of the season on the practice squad behind Rashawn Sheehy and Ken Oxendine. Patience has been a virtue for McCullough throughout his whole career.
2 weeks ago, he rips off 124 yards and 2 touchdowns against Birmingham, a guy who wanted to play here in the Coliseum. Wound up going to Oregon.
48!
Great local career in Pasadena near high school. Bouncing around the line and tackled for a loss. This time, Angel Rubio gets to him.
Okay. Texas flats, 42 sprint. Texas flats, 42 sprint.
Al Luganville on Saladin McCullough.
I'm on the Benzo side. I'm off.
That time they left the corner over when Josh went out.
The H-back or 33 motions across.
Now you press.
It's sometimes too hard to get up there.
Okay, well then play off it. If you don't feel comfortable, get up. But you go to special, right?
48!
The kind of player who can sometimes break your heart with his lack of concentration, but he's on. He's concentrating on football. He can make things happen.
Trying to run for the first down. Angel Rubio concentrating on bringing him down shy of the first. Been a big week for Angel Rubio.
Last Thursday, his wife gave birth to their first child, a little girl, Isabel Angel.
And Big Angel can't wait for this game to finish tonight because he hasn't even seen his young daughter yet. He's flying home to St. Louis as soon as this one's done. It's a live ball at the 46-yard line. Noel Fontaine, the XFL's leading punter, on to kick it away. And it's a good kick. Jamal Williams picks up another flag on the play. Williams still on his feet across the 40 to the 43. A 14-yard return for Jamal Williams.
What we got in the back? We got a 5-yard radius on what number?
And if he takes off the 5-yard radius, then he's blocked in there.
Oh, he was blocked in the back. Okay, what number?
So we're going to go 10.
I missed the number, Steve.
So we're going to go 10 from...
Back to your house.
Penalties on the receiving team.
Illegal block in the back on the receiving team. which caused the kicking team to be in the 5-yard belt. That'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, first down.
Got that, guys?
Got it.
We'll talk about when we come back.
Yeah.
People think of cheerleaders as just girls that like to just shake it and, you know, for attention, but we take it really seriously.
1, 2, 3, 4. The hardest thing about being out there is keeping up your stamina. It's not easy. You usually sweat. It's not easy.
I like that I can have free expression and I just can let my innermost feelings come out.
Oh my God, you guys, like cheerleading's so hard. Oh my God.
It's all about blood, sweat, and cheers.
Quick check of the standings once again in the West. A lot on the line tonight with LA at 5-2. They can clinch a playoff spot with a victory tonight. Vegas is still very much in the mix. Memphis and San Francisco are head-to-head tonight at the Hellhole, Pac-Bell Park in San Francisco. It's the return of Jim Druckenmiller to San Francisco as a Memphis Maniac. And as you saw, they're scoreless in the first. We'll keep you up to date on that game all night long. Mike Curry, the player, out of the blast, and Clement's pass is complete. Yo Murphy's first grab of the night.
Weak what? No. Right.
Which?
Purple 85 jet. Purple 85 jet.
They're using Curry out of the blast again. Hand off to Rod Smart. He's got the first down.
What set up that first down, Matt, was the play before. If Vegas can continue to rip off sizable chunks of yardage, 5, 6, 7 yards on first down, Los Angeles is in real trouble.
Well, you know, we talked about the explosive L.A. offense when we opened up the show, but right now I'm more impressed with the Las Vegas offense.
Set. Purple 85 jet. Purple 85 jet. Hot.
Establishing on the ground with Rod Smart again across the 40-yard line. Jeff Russell, the safety, was there to make the tackle.
And again, another first down play, Matt, and it doesn't look like much, but Rod Smart, very deceptive. He's got 3 yards, 4 yards.
Yeah, but the thing about Rod Smart is you might hold him to 3 or 4 for 5 or 6 plays, but then he's going to break one on you.
Already 42 yards on the ground for Rod Smart.
Purple 85
He's also the Outlaws' leading receiver, a threat to catch him out of the backfield. That one's complete to Eric Gilford. Gets him back to the original line of scrimmage, a loss on the play.
That is guy jumping in my face. Expect pressure, but if you don't get it, expect 2. We got Trey Wright, and we're going to go 25 wide drive. Here we go. Trey Wright, 25 wide drive on 3.
Vegas now back into a 3rd and 9 situation.
Set. Purple 85 jet. Purple 85
Ricky
jet.
Brady, number 86, the Vegas tight end. It's a dry man. They're talking about looking underneath, but Clement going the other way and gets
tipped and intercepted. Sean Stuckey there to grab the deflection. The second turnover of the night by the Outlaws.
Gotta get them damn hands down, man.
Well, you heard Ryan Clement telling his offensive linemen to keep those guys' hands down. That was Jamal Duff that tipped the pass, I believe.
Yep. Give credit to Jamal Duff for causing this interception by Stuckey.
Both the turnovers have occurred in their own territory. They've been costly for Vegas. We'll be right back. There is Big Ricky Brady. That might be my vote for hit of the year.
Sean, as a former male exotic dancer, what moves did you use after coming up with that interception?
And let me tell you, baby, it's like my boy Rico Mack said, we're in a war. And in a war, you got to be prepared to make plays, baby. That's what we got to do today. We got to make plays and win this game.
Not sure he answered the question.
Lane 8,
would you?
Yeah. Go back to Fred. Let's get an answer.
Let's go!
Two big turnovers by Las Vegas.
That was the undulating hip movement.
Maddox has the receiver. That pass complete to Laterio Rachel out across the 40-yard line before he's wrestled out of bounds by Kevin Scott.
Good job. Let's go empty. Let's go empty. 50. Pennsylvania, Chicago change. I want
Tommy Maddox did not have a big passing week against Vegas in week 3 of the season, just 160 yards.
Something we haven't seen so far from Los Angeles. 5 wide receivers, the empty referring to the empty backfield.
And that one's complete. Little sideline play to David Dunn. They're screaming for a face mask, and Dunn dragged that pile all the way to the 30.
I tell you what, if it was successful once, they're going to try it again. They're going to make Las Vegas stop that thing.
Well, Las Vegas came with a blitz, but that time Tommy Maddox with the quick 3-step drop nullifies that blitz and finds the receiver on a quick slant pattern.
Tommy Maddox has completed 5 of 5 passes so far tonight. Had a big passing week last week in the upset of Orlando. 2nd and a yard.
48.
Darnell McDonald, the man in motion. Pass is complete to Copeland. They almost stripped it away from him. Instead, it's a first down for L.A.
Jermaine Copeland, the leading receiver in the XFL, 45 catches.
You see how I saved it? I ran a hitch. Let's go Texas Soar, 50 Georgia. I won, right?
Tell us all about it, Jermaine.
I know what you did. Georgia, anytime you hear a state in the Los Angeles play calling system, it's a pass play. They're going to go deep. The wide receivers, the trips on the left part of your screen, the top of your screen.
Mike, they gave us 2 stakes that time.
Hanging it up in the corner. Nobody there but a white shirt. Kevin Scott had a look at an interception, and that might have been the best catch Darnell McDonald, the LA receiver, never made, because he knocked that out of the defender's hands. Watch Darnell McDonald. This is a sure pick by Las Vegas, Barnett, and Darnell knows it. I better get to the ball and knock it out of Scott's hands. A role reversal there on that play in the corner of the end zone.
Well, Darnell ran a lazy pattern there, too. It looked like he didn't expect the ball.
Empty backfield again for Los Angeles. 5 wide receivers.
48.
3 at the top of your screen, 2 at the bottom.
48.
They just get it off in time. Maddox looking at that same corner now over the middle. Flags down on the play. Pass is complete somehow to Laterio Rachel.
And you're going to call that. Thank you. Golly. There you go, 9-9.
I tell you what, Tommy Maddox is combative.
Let me know if we're good. Hey, come. Wink at me if you know it's going to be a pretty short set. I need to change it up.
Okay.
Well, like all quarterbacks, Tommy likes to do a little refereeing, too, when he's out there.
He's not afraid.
I'm thinking wide side. Motion to wide side.
You get the sense that he's having a good time out there as well.
Yeah.
On the Georgia?
You bet. 7 years after leaving UCLA as a sophomore and going as a first rounder to the Broncos, he is finally enjoying the kind of professional success that the critics said would be his immediately.
And as they get into the red zone here, I formation, the H-back back there, they're going to be inside handoff to the deep back, Saladin McCullum.
Hand to McCullum, dropped in the backfield, tackled by Kelvin Kinney.
A possible contender for Defensive Player of the Year. Kelvin Kinney leads the XFL in sacks, and not a bad run stopper as well. Coming in all alone. Easy to be a run stopper when nobody blocks it.
But you still got to have that speed. He's got great speed for a defensive lineman.
Closing speed.
Go!
Two very active defensive ends here for Jim Kreiner's defense on the Las Vegas Outlaw roster. And all kinds of movement on the line, more flags. We've already seen now 9 penalties tonight.
I always love it, Mike. You notice how both sides point at each other.
Hey, you did it. No. You did it. No, I beg the difference. You did it.
Only one person knows, and it's going to be L.A. did it.
Snap, false start, offense, number 64.
Usually the first pointer is the culprit.
Chris Brimmer, the guilty party this time, a guy that played his home college football games on this field as a USC Trojan.
Here we go. Let's go, trip, 12 on 1, right?
And time expires on the first quarter clock. Good action in the first quarter. We go to quarter number 2 with the visiting Outlaws on top of point. You're watching the XFL on NBC.
Way to go, Stucky! That's it, baby! Way to go!
Tommy Maddox already putting up better numbers than he did in the first entire half last time these two teams met in week 3 of the season.
48!
Different LA team and a different Vegas team here in their second meeting. Maddox in the corner, and it's batted away again, a situation where the receiver has to play defensive back.
That play by design against Kevin Scott. Darnell McDonald, probably the best leaper on this team. Or actually, was that Jermaine or Darnell?
McDonald.
Darnell, yeah. So much of what he does well is jumping up in the air and grabbing that football.
12 on 1, right?
Scott played that beautiful in his cornerback spot, though. He saw the play coming and was back in position.
Go! 48!
He's trying to move the ball now in for a field goal position here on 3rd and 16. Little running play up the gut.
Third and long, Copeland down his last. He's looking to pass it. It's Tommy Maddox. He's got McCullough for a big gainer and maybe more. Still on his feet. How about that? Los Angeles! Pasadena represents Saladin McCullough. A 19-yard scoring strike. L.A. back on top.
And what a hit Tommy Maddox took after he released that football, but he delivered it.
Baby!
You can't intimidate this kid, that's for sure.
Here we go, let's go, Texas. Texas, 45 Charlie on 1, right?
That is a killer, letting a team off the hook on 3rd and 16.
Pass play coming up, go! 48! Hey, it's the run! 48!
LA's 8 for 20 in extra point conversions. Make it 8 for 20.
You told me if they said a state, that's a pass play.
No, what do they do? That's 45 Charlie.
He said Texas.
He said taxes.
Let's take another look at the touchdown, Nostradamus.
Saladin, number 24, little screen over the middle, running back screen.
Look at the shot Tommy Maddox takes here after he delivers the ball.
Fourth TD of the year for Saladin McCullough puts L.A. on top by 5. Screw up in it. Now courtesy of Bush Beer, checking with San Francisco. Let's join Jim Ross and Dick Butkus.
The hellhole is full of raucous fans with a playoff atmosphere, but the Memphis Maniacs have broken out on top. Big Jim Druckenmiller, a 12-yard touchdown pass, the 4th of the year to Darryl Hobbs. Memphis is up 6-0.
Well, you know, that's the thing Memphis wanted to do, was take the crowd out of this game, and they have by scoring first.
Now the return of Jim Druckenmiller to a huge crowd in San Francisco. The angry throngs at the hellhole, and so far the visiting Maniacs lead it by a touchdown. Home team on top here as Jose Cortez sets the kick to Eric Gilbert with Los Angeles on top 12-7. And bear in mind, guys, that that last touchdown, as the first one for LA, came as a result of a Vegas turnover. Gilbert in the corner. Starts the return at the 2. Breaks it across the 20. Tackled at the 27-yard line.
Tommy, you stood in, took the lick, threw the touchdown pass. What view did you have of the score?
Well, those are good ones. I had a view looking under everybody's legs from the ground, but you'll take that every time. Solly made a great job getting in the end zone there, and they make a touchdown pass a lot easier.
57 points this season off turnovers. That's a third of the LA offense this year. And tonight, all 12 of their points off the 2 Las Vegas miscues. Delayed handoff up the middle. Rod Smart gets around the corner and breaks a nice run. Finally run out of bounds by Ricky Parker.
Well, what I like right now from Jim Kreiner, he's not abandoning the running game. He's sticking to it. He's getting good success. Smart 7 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an indication of how...
Right here, Bob.
Well, he's chapped at Bob, huh?
And it even may even be a play.
Purple 85 Jet. Purple 85 Jet.
Vegas wants it to the 49 for a first down. Pass is complete to Yo Murphy. His second reception of the night, and another first down for Vegas. Rudolph Giuliani lookalike Al Luganville, quiet for the moment. A lot going through his head, though.
A lot at stake in this game for Los Angeles.
Purple 85 Jet. Hot!
Oh, that's emotion on the line. Again, it was Jamal Duff who jumped. Well, one of the things on the mind of Al Luganville is the outcome of tonight's, because it has direct impact as to the postseason. Los Angeles is in the catbird seat. If they win tonight, they've got one of the 2 Western Division playoff spots. Vegas, even San Francisco and Memphis, who are in action head-to-head in the hellhole tonight, everybody is alive and breathing in the Western Division. Jim Kreiner has had problems tonight with his offense hanging on to the football. 2 turnovers have led directly to 12 Los Angeles points and a lead in the second half. Clement to pass, and that one's complete to Mike Furry. Former walk-on at Ohio State and Wayne Cravett lookalike.
Good ball, good ball.
You know, fast white guy, everybody's going to say he's like a Wayne Cravett type.
On 1.
Right before that, Steve Tasker. Keep going. Keep going before that, Mike. Show us how old you are. Keep going. More.
Lance Allworth.
Black 333 Utah. Black 333 Utah.
Speedy if you want.
Clement moving effectively. Oh, there's got to be a face mask there. Ricky Parker had his fingers in his ear hole.
No flag.
That flag is still stuck in the referee's pocket. Furry's got a real case here. Watch him working against number 29, Ricky Parker.
What's that? You gotta be kidding me.
I guess the ref thought it was after the fact.
Good game. I want a good call. I want a fair call. There's nothing wrong with me saying that to you.
Jim Kreiner's got a good case. Running play, Rod Smart trying to avoid a loss. Still on his feet. He is dropped for a loss as Eric Aaron gets to him.
Tremendous individual effort by Rod Smart, but give credit to Los Angeles defensive end number 96, Jamal Duff. He stuffed this thing right from the very beginning. He was in the Vegas backfield before Smart had a chance to even see his field.
Straight left.
You know, you hear a lot about the Las Vegas defense. L.A. makes a claim for a good one as well. They're second only to Vegas in sacks.
Purple 85 Jet.
A third and long now. Here comes the pass rush. Clement with trouble. He drops it off to Lonnie Pelele. The ineligible receiver. To the 35.
Whatever you do, don't tell Lonnie Pelele that.
I don't care what you say. If an offensive lineman gets the football, he's going to run. What an excitement for him.
You know, he already has a touchdown reception this year.
That's a fumble.
That's a fumble.
Well, you be the judge. Was it a fumble or was it an illegal pass?
Offense number 66. He was an ineligible receiver who caught the ball. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, third down.
Guard eligible, not yet in the XFL rule book.
Wait till next week.
That was a fumble, he says. Not even close, Lonnie, but a heck of a try, my friend.
Here, hey, go out late. Trey left, 25-H drive, first down.
Ready. Damn, that was sweet, though. You got to admit it.
I told you that linemen love it.
What are we doing? Come on.
Timeout.
Timeout.
He doesn't have. They ought to work some kind of play to get this guy to football.
Well, what they're doing here, they're declining the penalty to get it to fourth down.
Vegas spends their first time out of the half.
Hunting.
Timeout in the second quarter. LA on top. We'll be right back.
Get back off.
They don't know where to spot the ball.
Well, while you were away, Lonnie Pelele was still
the referees don't know what they're doing. That was to the house, baby.
Still trying to convince people that that was a legal play.
Hey, you know those offensive linemen always trying to pad their stats.
Pelele thought it was a fumble. Yeah, right.
You know what?
But there was a time, yeah.
He was not in unfamiliar territory. Week 1 of the season, he caught an extra point, a PAT completion. Now he thinks he's a receiver.
As a tackle eligible.
That was another fumble.
Some touchdown dance, too, huh?
That's right.
And now he's bucking for a spot in the men of the XFL calendar. Well, they've got the field goal unit on the field, the punting unit, rather. It's Paul McCallum, who is off to kick things away here on 4th and long.
LA declining the illegal play to make it 4th down.
This will be a live ball at the 8-yard line as Vegas tries to pin Los Angeles deep in its own territory. A lot of negotiation going on here, guys.
This could be a real exciting play because if he gets this thing up in the air, of course, there's no fair catch. You gotta play the football.
I have all this pressure in here. I'm trying to throw over a guy, and I threw it like this. The ball was just like.
You trying to be funny? You know how when you're open and the ball takes forever to get out there, how bad that is?
Ryan Clement talking to Yo Murphy, number 88, a guy he hasn't thrown to yet tonight. They'll remedy that situation if they're smart.
When an ineligible receiver catches a pass, the ball is dead where he catches it, and it's treated as an incomplete pass. We go back to the previous spot, 4th down.
Well, you might have heard the tail end of that. Yeah, the ball is dead where the ineligible receiver catches it, so it goes back to the previous down, and that's where Paul McCallum kicks the ball away.
And this could be an advantage because it gives them a little more punting room.
Damon Gibson alone back to receive the kick. Low line drive. And it's taken by Larry Ryans before the 20-yard line.
And that was a very, very smart play.
Check that, Damon Dunn. Damon Dunn grabs that punt.
48!
He looks like a Ryan Clement lookalike.
Maddox in the LA offense taking over in the 20-yard line. Picked off! Joe Tuipala!
Prior to this game tonight, Tommy Maddox had gone 3 games and 98 straight attempts without an interception. It just ended.
His league-leading 7th pick of the year, that's Maddox. That's Tuipala, who comes up with a big INT for Vegas.
And Maddox never saw number 48.
48! I don't know who the heck he's throwing to on this play.
Now, very fitting for Las Vegas and Joe Tuapolo. Tuapolo was actually drafted and protected by L.A. as one of their 15 territorial picks. He was then traded to Vegas for former Bronco Mike Kroll, who then retired. A little screen pass for Rod Smart. A first down for Vegas. First and goal, Outlaws.
You didn't get pressed.
Yeah, I got hit as I saw him.
Joe Tuapolo had a huge season prior to tonight, but the Xtreme property comes up with a big play for the Outlaws in the second quarter. I'll get it right.
85 jet.
Play action. Clement hangs it up. Easy touchdown. Ricky Brady.
Offside LA.
Give me a number. Give me a number.
66 power pass, wide sneak, keep left.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Offside, defense. Penalties declined, touchdown.
Vegas converted their first point after try tonight.
66
They're
power pass,
6
wide
for
sneak, keep left
17
on
in
one.
that venue.
Power pass.
Now, you don't need a playbook to hear that one.
Set. Purple 85 jet. Purple 85 jet.
Play action pass or power pass if you were listening to the call. And on the deflection, it's Ricky Brady. Good for all 7 points.
That's a heck of a pass. Bounce it off the defense to your man.
That could have been a big turnaround. Had the LA receiver or defender caught the ball and taken it the other way, they would have gotten a point for his team.
Ricky Brady's caught touchdown passes in 2 consecutive weeks. They have integrated the tight end into the passing game brilliantly. Here's the 6-pointer.
A little prestidigitation on the front of Ryan Clement.
And on the extra point, off the deflection.
You have become secret weapon number 1 on offense, and you catch a good deflected ball, too.
Well, I don't know about that. We got a lot of guys playing hard. We got a lot of guys up front doing the job. We're just out here to make a lot of plays.
And you're back on top.
This here is the luckiest man in the world right there.
Yeah, that's obviously one of those exotic dancers that was here in week 1 in Los Angeles in the hot tub. Local radio station promotion.
He's bigger than all 4 of them.
Congratulations there, buddy. Is that Charles Durning? All right, Paul McCallum will kick it here with 8:53 left in the second quarter. Vegas is taking a 2-point lead. Laterio Rochelle, there he goes. He's got his seam. Tackled at the 44.
Paul McCallum, the kicker. The little man from Fresno State finding the seam and turning on the afterburners.
Special teams have been outstanding for Los Angeles. That's something Al Luganville prides himself in.
48!
And great field position for Maddox in Los Angeles. They start things at the Vegas 44. Pass is complete to Rochelle. They're going to let him do it all this possession.
Lotus.
Let's go deuce, deuce. Lotus on 1, Ray.
Deuce refers to 2 wide receivers on both sides of the formation. There'll be a little 3-step drop.
48!
3-step drop and complete to Jermaine Copeland. It's making things a lot easier on Los Angeles' offense. 3 of their 5 drives have started in Vegas territory.
Let's go tight twin Z, rocket 1 on 1, right? Yeah. Go! 8, 48,
Darnell McDonald, the guy in motion. Pass his way, and it's caught across the 30. Took 3 Outlaw defenders to wrap him up.
Here we go.
You can hear Darnell McDonald talking. They're too little. They're too little. Kevin Scott, the defensive back that's covering him, has given up 5 inches to Copeland and McDonald.
Go! 48! 48!
They just get the play off. Play action, handoff to Saladin McCullough. Tackled at the 22. Darnell McDonald's a guy that likes a thrill, not just mismatching against defensive backs, something more than that, too.
Skydiving football is basically the same thing in a way. You know, you jump out the plane, adrenaline flowing. You're going across the middle, adrenaline flowing the same way. The ball's coming. You got a choice to pull your parachute and bail out, or make the grab and take the hit. And basically, I'm gonna make the grab and take the hit.
Big difference, of course, if you take the hit in skydiving, you take the hit. It's the last hit you take.
Maddox pass is complete. Jermaine Copeland once again.
I got 34 of them, Mike.
Not bad.
Were those jumps under duress, or was that under your own free will?
Free will.
He's short. That's a bad mark.
And they used to pay me $55 a month extra to do that.
Really?
Yeah, big money.
Maybe we could work that into your deal here.
Back it up.
You're going to bring out the measurement. Darnell McDonald's a guy they call the Big Smooth here in Los Angeles. Part of an outstanding receiving corps. He and Jermaine Copeland make up the most prolific receiving tandem in the XFL.
Rocket 1. No, okay. No, they ain't see you way off, but there's only 1 inch though. We need 1 inch. Might as well go for it.
McDonald has caught a touchdown pass in every game he's played in this year.
Let's sell it. Let's go strong tough. Strong tough. 46 power on 1, right?
3rd and inches now for Los Angeles.
Hey, watch the boot. Watch the boot over there. 48. It's the run. 48.
Play action. There's a man in the backfield. Tuipala missed him, and Maddox runs for the first down.
Extreme. And how bad does Tuipala want that play over again?
Tommy Maddox, not exactly Steve Young, but effective enough. And that fake just good enough to force Tuipala one little move.
There you see Tuipala blitzing in, but like Mike, you said, the fake inside got him a little bit more inside. Tommy Maddox running for his life to get out of bounds.
What made that place worse for Vegas, they were going, watch the boot, watch the bootleg.
48.
7th play of the drive for Los Angeles. Maddox over the top, touchdown LA, Frank Leatherwood. They can put points on the board in a hurry. LA back on top.
Punch. Right 3 on 1.
And now the point after try for Los Angeles.
48.
Little looper and thrown over the head of Darnell McDonald. The PAT is no good.
Bobby, we need you. It's me. No, it's me, Bobby. It's me. Hey, we need you for that. Next time you out here. 15, you want it? You want it?
Boy, we told you at the top of the telecast, this is a rivalry. A geographic rivalry, just 350 miles between these two teams, and first place on the line. They're playing like it's the postseason.
And that's the sage words in that little diatribe you heard. We need you, Bobby. We need you. Tommy Maddox telling his offensive lineman, Bobby Singh, don't get thrown out of this football game.
Let's revisit the touchdown strike.
48.
Frank, for the second time of the game, you've scored with a pass over the middle as a team. What have you seen defensively by Las Vegas that's allowing you to get open over the middle?
The way they're rolling the safeties out, we knew the middle of the field would be open all week. So, you know, Tommy kept going to me down on the goal line like last week and finally got a touchdown.
Speeding up to one.
Las Vegas safeties playing cover 2, which means they're rolling out to help their quarterbacks who are in man-to-man coverage, leaving that middle open.
I was anticipating.
Now, courtesy of Busch Beer, let's check in with the San Francisco-Memphis contest and go to Jim Ross and Dick Butkus.
Well, 6:27 to go in the first half. San Francisco quarterback Mike Kowalski with a 7-yard touchdown pass to Travis Moore. We're tied at 6.
Well, I don't think Kippy could be that happy because San Francisco went to that hurry-up offense.
Well, we talk a lot about first place on the line here, but there's a playoff spot on the line as well, and one of those two teams may well claim it. Clemens starts this drive with a hand to Rod Smart, who's stuffed up for no gain.
And both these teams have Memphis and San Francisco left on their schedule.
You know, the first time these two teams met when it was week 3, it was nothing but field goals, 7 of them all together, but a real difference tonight already. More points scored in a quarter and a half than in the entire game last time.
I think Vegas had a touchdown. Vegas got a touchdown. It was all field goals by L.A.
All field goals by L.A., that's right, to win it. Pass into double coverage is incomplete.
The biggest difference is the man who's playing quarterback for Las Vegas tonight, Ryan Clement. Mike Cauley was the outlaw quarterback in that loss to, or that victory.
25, Y shallow cross.
Here we go. Deuce left, Z fly, 25 Y shallow cross on 1. Ready.
Los Angeles able to sack Cauley 7 times in that night.
Jet. Purple 85 jet.
Vegas was without Yo Murphy. They hadn't signed him yet. Rod Smart really hadn't had his game together. Little out pass to Smart is deflected. A flag on the play as well.
Angel, we talk about this rivalry. After that touchdown, there was some smacking around going on out there. This is getting heated now.
Oh, you know, it's just football. Nothing personal about the guys. We're both competitive teams. We're going out there doing our best. So.
But you can't wait to get back out there.
Oh, no doubt.
2 weeks ago, he wouldn't have been as nice, but now that he's a father and he's little Isabel watching at home, he has to be very polite.
Yeah, that's right.
He's a softie.
Paul McCallum on to kick it away now after the holding penalty.
LA's going to get good field position here, too.
Damon Gibson's line up. Blocked! It bounces out of the back of the end zone to 2-point safety. Jeff Russell, the guy that got air to block it.
And that's a huge 2 points because it makes up for 2 out of those 3 missed extra points.
You know, during the week, the head coach of a football team, he sees a little bit of the offense, sees a little bit of the the defense. He's got coordinators to take care of that. Usually, his pet project is special teams. Al Luganville has got to love that play. Watch the left-hand side of your screen. Number 20 coming in unabated. Jeff Russell.
Another big special teams play for the Xtreme. The UOP product.
Basically, the only time Jeff gets to help is if he's a nickel or a dime back. That's why special teams are important to these guys. Just make a play, baby.
Jeff, before you go on the field, did you have a clear path?
Yeah.
Nobody blocked?
You got to block somebody.
I'll remember that. You've got to block somebody.
You know what else is? LA gets the ball also. Not only the 2 points, they're going to receive a kickoff from the 20.
A huge play for Coach Luganville, who now takes a 6-point lead over the visiting Outlaws in this battle for first place in the XFL's Western Division. Each of these guys is a huge special teams coach. Something of a mutual admiration society between Luganville and Kreiner, who have matched up professionally now 13 times as head coaching adversaries. Damon Gibson returns the kick across to midfield. He's tackled at the 49. And another flag on the play. Gibby's having a good time, isn't he? Damon Gibson was a guy who was on the practice squad for 3 of the first 4 games this season and just didn't have a chance to crack the lineup. Yet since getting in there as a starter, he's responsible for some of the biggest plays this season by the Xtreme, including a 51-yard punt return last week. Best of the season for LA.
With all the talk about Jermaine Copeland and Darnell McDonald, you forget there are other receivers like Latario Rochelle and Damon Gibson.
And what a big penalty against Vegas on this. An illegal block below the knees. 15 big ones. LA's in position.
Inside Phil. Okay. Corners outside.
For their 6 drives in Vegas territory.
Ben Snell, the guilty party on the penalty.
Throw!
48!
Give field position again for Maddox. Buys himself a little time and finally throws it away.
Al Luganville told us yesterday when we were chatting with one of the best things about Tommy Maddox, one, his quick release, second to only Kurt Warner, another player that he coached, and also his ability to get rid of the football when there's nothing there.
Let's go Trip.
That's called self-preservation.
You all right? Let's go Trip.
And smart football.
Shoot on 1, right? Shoot.
It hasn't been easy for Tommy Maddox. We talked about that route out of UCLA early at the top of the telecast.
48!
Just having a phenomenal season here in the XFL. Has to be flushed out of the pocket again. Has a receiver, and that one's complete. He finds Darnell McDonald. Maddox told us earlier when he was 20 years old, they paid me a lot of money, and now I'm 29. I'm a better QB, but nobody wanted me after my last season in the NFL. Well, that's going to change after his phenomenal XFL season this year. A lot of people that want Tommy Maddox.
No, they just walled him. We got to go
including the Vegas defensive line. 2-minute warning. We might as well milk that scene one more time, huh?
Mr. Derming's still having a good time.
2 minutes left in the first half with Los Angeles up by 6.
48.
First place in the West on the line in LA tonight.
48!
3rd and 6 for Maddox in the Xtreme. Pass is complete. Damon Gibson's there. He lost his defender who was down on his knees, and it's a first down for LA.
Jesse, you know what I'm seeing in Matt is frustration on the part of the best part of this Las Vegas defense, their defensive line, number 95, Antonio Edwards, getting just angry with himself because they just can't quite get to Tommy Maddox.
They're a step away. Plus, they've also had their backs to the wall because every LA drive has started in their territory. They're not getting help out there.
This is 48.
Vegas leads the XFL in sacks. That's the first time they've gotten to Maddox tonight. Almost on cue, Angel Rubio gets to Maddox.
And that'll clear up a lot of that frustration real quick when you get to the quarterback.
Let's face it, Angel Rubio just wants to get this game over with quickly with a Vegas win so he can go home and see his new baby daughter. Whatever he can do to help out.
Go! 48!
A loss of 8 on the play.
48!
Quick drop by Maddox and a completion, not much on the play. David Dunn makes the grab, and another flag, the 13th of the half.
You know, one player we haven't seen tonight from Las Vegas, maybe their best or certainly their smartest defender, Kurt Gavea. Because of these 4 wide receiver sets, 5 wide receiver sets, he's effectively been taken out of the football game. And I think his displeasure shows tonight.
You bet.
Basically relegated to a coach on the sideline.
Well, Gavea is older than 6 of the 9 Vegas coaches, so that might be a harbinger of things to come in his career.
Go! 48! 48!
There's a gain of 5 on the play. 5 wide receivers for Maddox. He's got a receiver. That one's complete. First down LA, Jermaine Copeland. That's his 50th reception of the season to lead the XFL.
Boy, that hurt.
Jermaine Copeland, the slot receiver, number 86.
And Tommy Maddox went out of the shotgun on that play to relieve the pressure of that defensive line rush from Las Vegas.
And Copeland, the great adjustment to the football.
You're seeing tonight why Tommy Maddox has said this is the best receiving core he's ever played with at any level of football. 5 wide receivers again. And that was a complete flag on the play. Kevin Scott had the coverage on the intended receiver.
You know, the quarterbacks, LA quarterbacks, were sitting around one night along with their quarterback coach, Tom Luganville.
Defense, number 3. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
And they thought this 5 receiver set might work tonight and put a lot of pressure on the Las Vegas defensive backs, and it sure has.
Well, the call was on Scott, Kevin Scott, guarding Darnell McDonald.
58. Go! 48.
I believe the number's 58, Mike, Jesse.
48.
Into the corner and easy 6. Darnell McDonald again as he and Jermaine Copeland break out the X spot.
And again, that quick release of Tommy Maddox making it happen for the Xtreme.
And also the heightened size of his big wide receivers over these small defensive backs.
Especially inside the slot, Jesse. LA wide receivers are killing those slot and hitch passes they're throwing to the wide side of the field.
Los Angeles to try the BAT. They've broken open the biggest lead of the contest.
48.
Play action. Maddox hangs it up incomplete. Well, he got smoked as he released the football.
If he's hurt, he's not going to let anybody know about it, that's for sure.
Well, Darnell McDonald has now caught a touchdown pass in each game he's played in, including this Week 8.
The defender slipped, that time Corey Blackwell.
And Tuipala missed him earlier on the bootleg, but he didn't miss him that time.
4 different receivers have caught touchdown passes tonight, including that guy, Darnell McDonald, the big smooth with his 8th of the year.
And I don't think any of us up here tonight thought that Las Vegas's defense would have this kind of trouble.
Oh, y'all. Definitely.
Well, they've also been set up, too, by some bad plays by their offense and turnovers and special teams play.
2 Vegas turnovers, 1 L.A. turnover tonight. Points have come off all 3 of the turnovers. In fact, touchdowns have come off all 3. Jose Cortez was the hero of the ballgame for L.A. last time these 2 teams met. They really haven't needed him in the field goal department tonight. Bounces the kickoff up the field. It's Brandon Sanders that kicks it to the 22. Oh, my goodness. Heads up, B-Mac.
Jeff Russell, the man who blocked the punt with the tackle. And Jim Kreiner, a guy who prides himself on great special teams play, having it taken to him tonight. Watch Russell, number 20. Brandon Sanders, there's the big lick. A little help from his friends. In fact, I think Ron Carpenter got the hit.
Hey, man.
Yikes.
I don't know, man. Dude's got to just step up, homie. That's all it is.
25 seconds, 24 and ticking here in the first half. Ryan Clement, the Outlaws, going to let it expire and go into the locker room down by 26-14.
Yeah.
One quarterback smiling, the other one, well, not so happy. Stay with us, because at halftime we'll open up this quarterback conversation even further and investigate just how tough the XFL's primetime quarterbacks are and have been all year long. Home team on top at halftime. We'll be back after these words from your local stations.
And I'll tell you, set on the brakes now and all
Well, as urgent as Al Luganville's halftime speech was, nothing but relaxed smiles on the LA Xtreme bench.
We're going to try to run slant, too. Okay.
Perhaps a different story for Vegas. Jim Kreiner refused to use the terminology must win in our discussion with him yesterday, and he refused to convey that message to his troops. Nonetheless, it is an important game to win for Vegas, not only for the postseason picture, but if they have any chances of that first place bid in the West, they've got to win tonight.
I guarantee you, Matt, the players are thinking must win.
And Paul McCallum kicks to start the second half. Damon Gibson returns and starts it at his own 4-yard line. Across the 20, where he's met by a team of tacklers and taken down at the 23. Let's take a look at our Miller Lite halftime statistics. Tommy Maddox was dominant, as was the passing attack of the LA Xtreme. Ryan Clement had a good passing half as well. The big difference, points off turnovers, 12 of them for LA, 7 for Vegas.
And that quarterback knockdowns. Vegas prides itself on sacking quarterbacks. They lead the league in that department. They've had only 1 sack and only 1 quarterback hurry tonight.
On the ground for Saladin McCullough. Mirror High School in nearby Pasadena rushes close to a first down. We'll see where they spot it as Jason Kaiser, the former Dallas Cowboy, comes up to make the stop.
Los Angeles has been running the ball so little it caught Vegas off guard on that play because it's been all Tommy Maddox passing.
They used the pass to set up the run, and Vegas could be in huge trouble tonight if their running game starts going. They were so over-aggressive, they're going to try to force Maddox into a mistake. Screens are there. Draws are there as well.
Just 6 running plays, make it 7 now as McCullough bangs ahead for maybe a yard.
See, I told you.
Now
we got flags coming out here, too.
Oh. Should have just stayed quiet.
We got 12. We got 12. No, we just
12 men on the field, on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
That's a good way to stop the run. And you can double up on the wideouts, too, when you get an extra guy out there.
This is the problem that Jim Kreiner has. You're going to have penalties like that. They've got linebackers coming out, defensive backs coming in to protect against the pass. They're playing a real guessing game with Los Angeles right now.
48. This is wrong,
6 defensive backs in the game for Vegas on 1st and 5.
Maddox into the corner. It's batted away. Incomplete. Good coverage on that play. Hurley Tarver had Laterio Rochelle covered very well.
Good job.
To the trip side.
Let's go trip. 13 on 1, right? Trip,
look at 13. The difference for Tommy Maddox of late.
Cover 2.
6 picks in his first 4 games, and as Mike Adamley told you, the interception he threw tonight, his first in over 3 games, over 100 attempts.
That little inside screen to the running back that Saladin caught for a touchdown earlier.
A great open field tackle by Joe Tuapala, the Outlaws' leading tackler.
Saladin's brother, Salt.
Z-Ace, Rocket 1. Z-Ace, Rocket 1.
Let's go Z-Ace, Rocket 1 on 1, right? What's the ticket? Rocket 1.
The Z receiver is Darnell McDonald, number 80. He's going to go in motion.
Timeout.
L.A. burns their first time out of the second half as Maddox wants to chat things over with Al Luganville. Just underway in the second half. The home team on top.
Big 3rd and 3.
Yeah, tell me just want to go up and back.
How do you want to line up? Do you want the...
Now, courtesy of Bush Beer, let's check in with the Demons and the Maniacs in San Francisco.
With 1:45 to go in the first half. San Francisco quarterback Mike Pulaski connects with Brian Robertson. A 12-yard touchdown pass. Demons up 12-6.
Then, with no time left, Hanasuk hits a 35-yard field goal that puts the Demons ahead 15-6 at half.
We've talked about how this is a must-win game. How about that one going on in San Francisco? The loser there really has a tough road to hoe in the final 2 weeks of the regular season. And that one might have been picked off. Hurley Tarver had a better shot at that. Hurley Tarver, something of an entertainer.
And you got your own thing. Straight up independent, babe. I love the way you swing. Diamond rings and material things. You say they just ain't you. A simple lady with a lot of class, and I need someone like you.
There's no way his teammates are going to let him get away with that Luther Vandross impersonation without just grilling him. Noel Prefontaine on the punt. Eric Gilbert takes the punt and runs into the back of his own man, trying to open up a hole.
Hurley Tarver the third.
I ain't for that gay dancing mess. It's going down out on the left side. Rock balling.
Okay, shut up a minute, Hurley. Shut up. Okay, all right. Okay, shut up. Let me get this in, buddy. Tune in tomorrow to catch more XFL action. The Hitmen try to continue their push for the postseason as they take on the league-leading Rays. Then at 7 Eastern on UPN, 2 other Eastern Division teams face off when the XFL's leading receiver, Fred Williams, and the Birmingham Bolts visit the Chicago Enforcers.
Purple 85, Jet.
Tomorrow.
Purple 85, Jet.
Rod Clement 7 for 15 in the first half. Flips back to Rod Smart up to the 45-yard line before being tackled by Chad Pegues.
Jesse, you said before this night started the one thing that Las Vegas could not afford to get in was a shootout. That's why that last defensive stand was so crucial.
Z-fly, 22 Eagle on
Mike,
2.
This is also the best field position that Vegas has had to start a drive with tonight, other than the turnover.
Jet. Purple 85, Jet.
Mike Curry, the man in forward motion. Clement looking downfield, settles for Ben Snell across the 50-yard line. The first we've seen of the man who wears Thoro on the back of his jersey, a nickname given to him by his father, who always said he reminded him of a thoroughbred racehorse. Ben Snell is a native of Canton, Ohio.
Loose right, 18G on 2.
That's where Adamley's going to end up someday.
It's my hometown, but Not if I can help it.
Jet! Purple 85 Jet! Purple 85 Jet! Hot!
And Ron Smart bounces off the line, makes a little love for himself, and he's still going. A flag on the play, however, as Smart is knocked out at the 39.
Just what Vegas doesn't need, a holding call.
Holding, offense number 86 on a takedown. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
He hold me. Ricky Brady.
He take me down.
Here we go. Listen up. Straight left King, 16 Sally on 1. Ready.
That marches him back 10 yards, 1st and 20 now for Vegas. Costly miscue indeed.
They'll run Rod Smart.
Purple 85 Jet.
Meet to the right side.
Purple 85 Jet.
There is Rod Smart trying to get around the side. Tripped up at the 44.
All right. All right. Okay. Oh, deuce right.
Del McGee making a tackle for L.A.
And that was a big tackle by McGee because there was nobody behind him if Rod Smart could have got past him.
Z-fly, 22 Concord on 3.
Ready.
The one man we have not heard from tonight, Yo Murphy. I don't believe he's caught a single pass.
Purple 85 Jet. Hot.
Come on.
Well, that should be 5 free ones for Vegas.
So I can get a free play, dude.
Run!
5 free ones indeed.
Run!
That has been one of Las Vegas's better offensive plays tonight. Ryan Clement using the snap count to draw Los Angeles off sides.
And that's happened more often than not tonight.
Set. Purple 85 Jet. 5-0. Purple 85 Jet.
Now 2nd and 11 after another penalty. Clement up top. Hang him high for Mike Furry. And a flag on the play. Ricky Parker's going to be flagged for PI, and that'll put him at 1st and goal for Vegas.
He never looked back for the ball. That was the problem. If he'd have looked back for the ball, he probably wouldn't have got the flag.
Finally, Ryan Clement taking a shot, going deep. Mike Furry watching out. Ricky Parker off all the way. This guy, though, in his defense, a natural safety, moved to the quarterback position because of injury.
Ricky Parker got me $2.1 million. That's a 2nd PI flag on the San Diego State guy. 1st and goal, Vegas. A gift-wrap gift for Jim Kreiner. And a touchdown for the Outlaws. They ran that play last week against Birmingham. Ricky Brady's 2nd touchdown reception tonight. And Vegas is right back within striking range.
Oh, man.
And if we can see, one of the key guys in this play is the fullback, Ben Snell. Actually works as a pick man in the end zone. And Ricky Brady all alone.
And also a nice fake to Rod Smart on that play. They thought Smart was going to run the ball.
Kiva. Short, you got it.
Set. Purple 85 Jet.
Here's the point after try for Las Vegas.
Purple 85 Jet. Hot.
Clement will try forward in the air. Not a lot happened, and he has to throw it into the back of the end zone. CAT attempt no good as Ron Carpenter broke it up. A big PI penalty and a touchdown on the next play have brought the Outlaws to within 6.
Damn!
Paul McCallum on to kick it after the Vegas touchdown. Damon Gibson to start the return to the 12-yard line. He surges ahead to the 35.
Matt and Mike, teams have combined for 185 total penalty yards tonight.
Marring what has otherwise been a great football game.
48!
Maddox has thrown 4 different receivers. And a great grab made on the tuck and roll by Darnell McDonald. McDonald and Copeland, who have been active and present tonight, are having the time of their lives this evening.
44 Charlie on one, right?
Two guys who are among the top 5 in receiving yards in the XFL, maybe the best 1-2 receiver punch in the entire league.
48.
And they have been featured players this evening.
48.
Saladin McCullough up to the 45 as Joe Tuipala stops it.
The only linebacker in the game for Las Vegas because of these 5 wide receiver sets.
Let's go Trips H. Trips H, Lotus on one, right?
Tuipala's a great player, though. He's one of the best linebackers I've seen in the league, Mike.
48. 48.
Second and 7.
Oh, and Brandon Sanders misses the pin.
B-Mac leads the league with 4, looking at 5 there.
He was probably talking when that ball got delivered.
This really was Tommy Maddox's fault because he was open, thrown a little bit behind him. Damon Gibson.
All right, bravo. Go! 48!
Note that key stat, 7 different receivers have been utilized tonight by Maddox in their area of attack. Quick drop, deflected at the line of scrimmage, and still caught by Darnell McDonald. The big smooth.
And Tommy Maddox got leveled again, but he's back on his feet.
Hey, it's Gary Sheffield.
Wow!
That was the reception.
Then watch number 92, Kelvin Tinney, that inside stunt.
Oh. You don't like seeing that much give on the head. Big Smooth ends 42 yards in the air tonight and a TD. Maddox is okay to continue. Saladin McCullough up the middle across to the 28-yard line.
I think Tommy was happy to hand that ball off on that play.
Again, the passing game of Los Angeles sets up their run. The completion to Darnell McDonald, a first down, and then you got this draw there.
Let's go White Trips, 58 solid, Colorado. On one, right? Gun.
Tommy's bell's ringing a little bit. Tommy, can you hear me?
48!
You've been waiting for that one, right?
All season long I've been waiting for that.
48!
Maddox rolling, trying to get out of the way of Tuipala. Oh, B-Mac almost had another chance at one.
Hands like me now. I wasn't supposed to be there. I was just rolling. Damn, bro.
Always a factor in the football game, whether he's making plays or talking smack.
Dime. No.
Sat out most of last week's against Birmingham. They can't afford to do that tonight with all these dime and nickel packages, 5 and 6 defensive backs.
I still like old B-Mac, though. He's always hustling out there. Oh, there's procedure. Right tackle moved.
Little overzealous is the Las Vegas line.
No. This is against L.A. Right tackle.
No, it's Nate Miller that takes the penalty this time. Boy, how dare I assume where the flag's going on?
I see those penalties, Matt. I know that because I used to commit them all when I played.
Hey, Mom.
I got a lot of experience.
People back in Colorado. Yeah. No, we got him where we want him. We got him where we want him.
He sounds like Phil Villapiano now.
Matt,
you're losing.
If there's anybody that knows about cheating up here, it's me.
Maddox on the quick drop. Saladin McCullough with a little screen pass reception. Dives for the first down.
Or did he step out of bounds?
Look at his knee. His knee is right here.
Sanders wants the out of bounds call.
Well, it's short of a first down. So Al Luganville's going to send the field goal unit onto the field. A guy who was the featured player last time these two teams met, Jose Cortez. And a guy who hit his season-long a 48-yarder against Vegas in Week 3 to win it.
And he's made 14 out of 18 so far this season. He's got the leg.
And he's wearing shoes.
And he might have to back up another 5 yards. Play clock expired. This will be a 42-yard attempt for Cortez.
It's a big field goal.
He's hit 12 of his last 13 after missing 3 of his first 4. Yeah, baby. A guy who was nailing shingles on roofs before the season began has been huge for Al Luganville. LA by 9.
White Diamond.
Big Carl's doing his Otis Sistrunk impersonation tonight, steaming that head.
Hey, you want to know something? I did like beer commercials with Otis. He had a full head of hair.
Come on, really?
Absolutely.
Just a stick,
shaved it off. Yep.
He was no fool.
Broke my heart.
University of Mars. Kick trickles out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Tiger? Yeah. Deuce right, Z-fly.
Next Saturday, the XFL on NBC returns as the Chicago Enforcers visit the New York, New Jersey Hitmen. Next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the XFL on NBC next Saturday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Two of those teams we were talking about earlier that started slow but are still breathing for the playoffs.
Purple 85 Jet. Purple 85 Jet.
Ryan Clements put together a nice line himself tonight despite the turnovers, but being outshined by Tommy Maddox. And Rod Smart has nowhere to go. Another flag on the play.
Up easy, guys. Up easy, up easy, up easy.
$1 million hanging in the balance. That $1 million game at the end.
And LA's got to be feeling pretty good right now because if they win tonight, they're guaranteed to be a player along with Orlando.
Tackle! Tackle!
And yes,
look at Al. Al's thinking about it right now.
Through it all,
I know.
Coach Loogie remains the screamer.
Yes. Hell yes.
Apparently, he's been warned to stay off the field.
Here we go. Listen up.
He's the XFL's answer to Gene Cady.
You said he looked like Rudolph Giuliani. Jim Neighbors.
We got to get his hat off, though, and see if he's got the comb over that Cady's got.
What do you got, Hilly?
The penalty backs up Vegas now a first and 20, down by 9 as we approach 2 minutes in the third quarter. Nothing there. Rod Smart, no love. Introduced to Ramondo Stallings and Curtis Eason for the first time tonight.
Earlier tonight when Rod Smart was having success bouncing it to the outside, LA was pitching down their defensive ends. Now they've stopped doing that. Smart has to be forced back into the middle. That's where the defensive tackles are making the plays.
Set. Purple 85 Jet. Purple 85 Jet. Hot.
Second and long now. Clement in a passing situation. He dumps it off and finds Yo Murphy. Yo Murphy dancing to the 39-yard line.
Only the third time tonight he's caught the football tonight.
Jim Druckenmiller and the Memphis Maniacs trailing in San Francisco. That one's in the third.
Deuce right, Z-fly, 25-8 shallow cross on 3.
It's been Mike Pulowski that has out-quarterback Druckenmiller. 2 TD passes for the former Cal Bear.
Purple 85 Jet. Purple 85 Jet. Hot.
Clement loses his footing. Still finds Yo Murphy. Run out of bounds shy of the 50-yard line.
And just shy of the first down, too. He's about a yard short, so it's decision time here. I guess they're going to punt it.
How about no decision? Jim Kreiner has not had a good fortune on those fourth down plays this season.
I don't know. With Ron Smart in the backfield, all you need to do is pick up a yard.
A lot of football in this game. The whole fourth quarter to minute 10 now and quarter number 3.
McCallum on to punt. Latario Rochelle is the deep man for Los Angeles. A knuckleball. Rochelle is there to make the play. Flags on the play. Likely a 5-yard violation by the kicking team. It's Damon Gibson that receives the punt.
And just go.
Then just take an angle and run to the corner of the end zone.
Right. Okay.
We'll try to get it out there for him.
Okay. Yep.
Hey, now.
Shallow cross is good, right?
You got to tell Ricky he's got to put a move on that guy around 8 to 10 yards.
Okay.
Okay, so that he can get by him and get separation.
Okay.
Ryan Clement on the horn with his offensive coordinator. They're talking about tight end Ricky Brady.
The play was 8 shallow cross. He's the cross man. They wanted to get him a little bit deeper, maybe pick up that first down.
And quarterback and tight end talk about just that now.
Sorry.
First and 10 for Los Angeles.
Run, baby. 48.
A little swing pass, mishandled. Latario Rochelle couldn't hang on.
Jesse.
Ooh, that was close to a lateral, Mike.
I'll tell you one of the factors in Jim Kreiner's decision to punt the football, in addition to there's a lot of time in this football game, he has got great faith in this defense that somehow, some way, they can create a turnover and give the ball to their offense if not score outright.
42 sprint.
Let's go trip. On two. Let's go trip. 42 sprint. On 2, right?
It has been almost exclusively an aerial attack by LA tonight. 30 pass plays. They've run it 8 times.
But, Mike, you also don't want to put the ball in the hands of Tommy Maddox anymore if you have to.
There is another running play. And Saladin McCullough's got a corner and a first down. That'll be the end of the quarter. Saladin McCullough's been effective in keeping the blitz off of him. Jim Kreiner regathers the troops with LA up by 9.
This is the XFL on NBC.
I'm an elementary school teacher. I teach the 5th grade, and my hobby is dancing. So I have 2 separate lives, which is perfect because it's what keeps me going. If I didn't have the dance, I don't think I'd be able to walk away from the teaching as easily. And I need that release so that I can recoup and rejuvenate myself so that I'm whole for the students.
Kind of like us, we've got 2 separate lives.
Yeah.
One on Saturday night.
Makes you want to go back to grade school, doesn't it?
She does it for the kids. I mean, really, it's very obvious.
48. It's the wrong, Rubio. 48.
First and 10 on the ground. McCullough stumbles across the goal line. No gain on the play. You know, we started to talk about Saladin McCullough and the fact that he doesn't have a huge rushing total tonight, nor did he last week in the upset win versus Orlando. But he still manages to neutralize the pass rush because he's a threat to always break a big play.
Land. Go. 48. 48.
They got McCullough out of the blast now in the forward motion. Maddox looking towards the corner. A flag on the play. Incomplete. Corey Blackwell had Jermaine Copeland well covered.
Hey, get it right before you send it in.
Down to Pike. They should be in cover 2.
They are?
Or 2 man.
Yeah, I thought so.
Deuce, Rose, may have Cope down the line.
Oh, let's go Deuce.
Big Nate
Rose,
there, you see,
right?
was the guilty party. The right tackle. Guilty of the infraction on the last play.
31 plus. 48.
LA is over 100 penalty yards now, as is Las Vegas. Second and long. Over the middle, complete. Oh, Jermaine Copeland lost all the defenders. Dances out of bounds for a big gainer at the 40. A 28-yard pass play.
Here's where size matters if you're a wide receiver. Little defensive back trying for the press. Actually, Jermaine fell down. defender fell down, and that's all Copeland. Not the fastest guy in the world, but he knows how to find the football and find those seams to get open.
You know, if we were down the road in Hollywood Park, they'd call this a sloppy track tonight. For whatever reason, nobody can get good footing at the Coliseum. Little swing pass out to Damon Gibson, who breaks it for big yardage and still on his feet. Finally brought down by Jamel Williams.
Get out the home boy. Get out the home boy.
Excellent run right there by Gibson. He picked up 24 on it, but about 14 extra because he refused to go down.
You know, we've talked a lot tonight about Tommy Maddox and Jermaine Copeland and Darnell McDonald, but two guys who have given this team a real lift down the stretch here, Damon Gibson and the guy we've been praising all night long, Saladin McCullough. Guys who were inactive early in this season.
We talked about how the complexions of these rosters have changed. L.A. right along step with Las Vegas. It's different personnel in here at Week 8, and that's been the difference for both teams. Vegas burns their first time out of the half. They got to get the linebackers some wind.
They call timeout.
Vegas with their backs to the wall.
We're on the 15. I'm thinking Ohio Pope.
Los Angeles up by 9, and a lot on the line tonight at the Coliseum. Most notably first place, and for the LA Xtreme, a win tonight guarantees them a playoff spot. Only one team is locked up a postseason life, and that's Orlando in the East. LA can do it if they can hang on and win it tonight. Elsewhere in the XFL this evening, San Francisco and Memphis battling for their postseason lives. San Francisco on top of the fourth. We'll keep you abreast of the happenings at the Hellhole tonight. Maddox avoids the rush and manages to throw it away.
Not only did he manage to avoid the rush, he lost control of the football there momentarily. Was lucky to hold on to it long enough just to throw the football away.
You were open.
Y trip 12. Y trip 12.
Here we go. Let's go. Trips 12 on one, right?
Huge numbers for Tommy tonight.
Here comes that little middle screen to the running back, Saladin McCullough.
44.
There's the Vegas screen, and it's knocked down.
Vegas saw it all the way.
Angel Rubio's been all over the place tonight.
Man, what a great play by a defensive lineman to read that out and cover the running back. Defensive tackle.
Man, Tommy is just an emotional kid back there during the between the lines phase of his life.
Pump to Charlie.
Let's go Texas 14 Charlie on one, right?
Now let's clear it up once.
Is it Texas or taxes, right?
Go! 48! 48!
Makes the screen one way, then finds Saladin McCullough. Joe Tuapala knocked him out of bounds along with Jason Kaiser, the free safety, and that'll bring on the field goal unit for Los Angeles. Jose Cortez is 1 for 1 tonight, good from 42 yards out. LA is making an attempt to break the 30-point threshold for the third consecutive week. This will be a 32-yarder for Cortez. And from 32 yards out, Jose Cortez is good.
It's a great drive. That's a good drive. Good job, baby. Hey, out of the way to go get some points. Out of the way. I got you. Hey. Go.
Jose Cortez has hit 14 of his last 15 field goals.
And it was a good drive, Matt, because the Xtreme now up by 12, and now time is on their side.
And how the times have changed. Remember that first game when Tommy Maddox was out there screaming, don't let him kick it, don't let him kick it.
And he came screaming in the right where we were going to hand it off. That's why I said, I better throw it. Out of the way to go get some points. Out of the way. Let's go. Hey, I'm still alive.
Well, Vegas now down by 12 with just over 11 minutes to go. And a very important drive coming up after this Jose Cortez kick.
Ryan, down 12 points. How important is this drive with only 11 minutes left in the fourth?
We got to go down and score right here. I mean, we got to put points on the board as quick as we can.
Is there a sense of urgency with this team now?
There's absolutely a sense of urgency. We got to do it right now.
32 points on the board for LA tonight. That's the highest point total by an opponent that Vegas has come into all year long. Jamel Williams takes the kick at the 4. Up across the 20 with 2 flags down. Tackled at the 28.
I told Solly to check down, but he got caught in the twist. Well, yeah, I go, if you don't have anybody, check down. And Heine comes up and he goes, if your guy doesn't come, help these two.
You know, despite a football career that's taken him throughout the country, that Texas drawl is still very much evidence in Tommy Maddox speech.
Jet! Purple 85, Jet! Purple 85, Jet!
Penalty backs him up as they start to drive to the Outlaws at their 8. Clement will hang in there and throw. Incomplete, looking for Mike Furry.
Hang in the operative phase. Furry doesn't fall down. He's got that completion.
Absolutely, Mike. He was wide open in the middle. Lost his footing again at the center of the field here at the Coliseum.
Here we go. Deuce right, Jack. 96 slant on 2. Ready.
That has been a problem all night long. Guys in the blue jerseys, guys in the white jerseys. Sloppy trap. And the Rod Smart. Another flag on the play as Smart tackled at the 15. Ricky Parker makes the stop.
Did the referees not get that halftime memo?
What is going on out there? He flagged me.
Holding, offense number 71. Half the distance to the goal. Replay, second down.
Boy, you're Jim Kreiner, you got to pull out your hair. I mean, the most annoying thing about a football game that's you're trying to get back into, these penalties that just have snake bit this team and their losses this year.
Somebody got to get down there and sew up the flags, keep them in the refs' pockets. Like that scene from the Bad News Bears in the Astrodome. Let them play. Let them play. From the end zone, Clements complete to Ricky Brady up the middle. Hurdles one tackler, and he's down at the 29. A first down and a big one for Vegas.
Ricky Brady with a little Mike Ditka. Not a good idea to be leaping if you're 6'5" and 250 right there. Good way to get a knee injury.
Add another digit to his number, and he's Dave Casper doing a ghost to the post, number 87, having a big night is Brady. Play action to Ron Smart. Clement slips again, and that should have been picked off. Lamont Evans was the closest to it, and another
flag. What could this one be? You know, with San Francisco winning right now and Las Vegas losing, San Francisco plays in Vegas next week. That's going to be a huge football game.
Plant it! Don't plant it! No! Put it over your foot! It's okay. Go on.
Well, there had to have been a PI call on that last play. Indeed, a pass interference play. A play that never had a chance. The receiver didn't have a chance to make the play. The ball was overthrown.
85 Jet.
That's why Al Luganville is so upset.
27-yard penalty. Oh, my goodness. Ricky Parker just came in to behead the ball carrier.
He had Chad McGee's.
Yeah. Finally got him.
Smart dropped for a loss of a yard on the play. LA has been penalized now for 137 yards. Yet Al Luganville's team still leads it by 12.
Purple 85 Jet.
Oh, look out. Oh, my goodness. Clement just got smoked. Somebody missed their assignment.
Yeah, you heard Al Luganville talking to his defensive coordinator, Jim Hill. says we've got the defense set. We got the defense we want. There it was.
Jeff Russell came in unscathed around the corner. Take a look at this.
Russell with a blocked punt tonight. In addition to that, quarterback hurry.
Purple 85 Jet. Purple 85 Jet.
3rd and 10 now for the Outlaws. Time for Clement here, and he finds Joe Murphy. First down and more for the Outlaws. A big 3rd down conversion. A gain of 18.
They don't need to lose this guy.
T, what's wrong?
You got a little bit of blood, but you're okay. You stick that on your teeth.
Easy for you to say, Ryan Clement. Every piece of your body is all beat up. Hey, I'm a pretty guy. I do not want to have blood dripping from my mouth.
There you see Clement finding Murphy underneath, catches the ball and turns it upfield for a nice 18-yard gain.
And then running over going, you're all right.
Little bit of blood, but you're okay.
5 receptions for Yo Murphy tonight. You'll recall that last week at home against Birmingham, he was injured on a play, took 2 plays off, then came back in and caught a touchdown pass.
If you come back and win this football game and get the bonus money, you'll be able to go see a good orthodontist.
Go get a cap put on it.
Dentists all over the Vegas Valley burning up the phone lines.
Purple 85 Jet. Purple 85 Jet.
So a first down for Las Vegas. Clement looking in. Oh my goodness, he threw into trouble and Lamont Evans almost picked him off.
Well, he's had Brady wide open all night, but not on that play.
But this time around, instead of a linebacker, they had Brady with a safety on him. And that's because Brady running a little longer route. Good play by Lamont Evans. He loves to take people's heads off.
Utah on 2.
Remember, we heard that on the sidelines for Vegas earlier. They wanted Brady to go out about 8 yards and turn towards the outside. They got the play, but they got good coverage that time as well. Oh, look out. More guys coming in on the blitz. Unprotected. Ryan Clement throws it away.
It's something new, Matt. A penalty flag.
My goodness.
And if you're a defensive lineman, you have to keep your eye on the football.
Outside, defense number 97.
Ramondo Stallings.
What do you got, Hell? Okay.
You know, if you're a defensive lineman, you know this, Jesse. You are taught to look at the football. Don't let the quarterback's cadence draw you outside. You move when that ball moves.
325 Jet. White 325 Jet. Hot, hot, hot.
Now on second. Oh, my goodness. Clement is just getting blown out tonight. Rico Mack came in unscathed. What happened to the protection here in this series?
Remember what we said at the top of this telecast, Los Angeles linebacker. 2 weeks ago, they knocked Casey Weldon out for the season. Last week it was Jeff Braun. That time, almost Ryan Clement.
My goodness, I'm telling you.
Deuce right, 97 slant boot. Here we go. Deuce right, 97 slant boot on 1.
Ryan Clement was unable to hear the play call from his offensive coordinator. That was all the gesturing.
His helmet got hurt worse than he did.
Play action.
Boots open. Great adjustment to the football by Brady for the first down. Picked it up off the shoelaces.
What a beautiful grab by Brady. The ball was thrown behind him. He had to go down on the shoe tops to get it. Look at, does a little block, spins to the outside. Great catch. Breaks the tackle. First and goal.
A gain of 16. Ricky Brady with 67 season-high receiving yards tonight.
Montana not on 2.
We're going to Montana.
This is a different team now, so
White 85 Jet.
Los Angeles has the state.
White 85 Jet. Hot, hot.
Got out of the end zone, touchdown, and guess who? Ricky Brady.
Great hands this guy Brady's got for a big man.
That's Ricky Brady's third touchdown reception tonight.
And a great fake. You can fake that little out pattern and broke it back in. Watch him again. Here's that little head fake. Bang.
And also a good job by the Vegas offensive line. Clement finally with a lot of time to throw on that
this
one.
This guy's like Dracula. You got to drive a stake through his heart before he'll die.
Tuesday.
A 9-play, 91-yard drive navigated by Clement. He keeps after the play action. And finally dragged down by Jamal Duff. Plenty of football left tonight. Vegas just won't go away. You can beat him up, but you can't knock him out. Las Vegas Outlaws just won't go away tonight. They are back to within a touchdown as Paul McCallum kicks with just under 5 minutes left in this all-important Week 8 matchup. Laterio Rochelle around the corner across the 25 and pushed out of bounds at the 31.
Ryan, your protection broke down a little bit. You told me before the drive you were going to make it happen there. You did. What was Coach just telling you on the headset?
We just got to do a lot of the same things we were doing just now. Just keep it up, keep the ball moving. The defense is going to get it back. We're going to go down and score.
Your tight end's pretty wide open, huh?
Yeah, Ricky's having a hell of a game.
And then some.
Flex, 45 Charlie on one, right?
How about the discrepancy between tonight and the rest of the season? 7 touchdowns in the first 7 games. Rather, 2 touchdowns in the first 7. 3 tonight. Saladin McCullough tripped up for a loss. Angel Rubio got there to stop him.
Well, Ryan Clement said his defense is going to get the job done, and also where you don't have a good running game right now. If LA had a good running game, they could chew the clock up. If they go 3 and out, watch out.
Mike, we're taking you off the crosser, okay? You come here, keep leverage on the back, but you got to get depth because the corner's squeezing 1. You're thinking 1.
LA with just 39 yards on the ground. To build on that thought, that one's complete across to the 32-yard line to Damon Gibson.
What Al Luganville is talking about. They're talking about the middle linebacker, Eric Herron. Don't cover the guy coming across the middle, Ricky Brady. They're going to let him go to a defensive back now. There's that MF question.
Go! 48!
3rd and 8 now. They start Jermaine Copeland out of the blast. Big 3rd down attempt. Maddox complete to Copeland. Such a potent aerial attack on a big 3rd down play. They're good for 20.
I'll see you coming, man.
Mike Otter's Copeland gets so wide open on that play. There wasn't a DB within 3 yards of him, right over the middle.
Been happening all night. 7 receptions for 90 yards for the guy they call Cope.
And now the clock's a big-time factor.
Vegas needs a big play. Here's a big run by Saladin McCullough. Brandon Sanders tried to take his head off, but McCullough stayed on his feet.
Well, Brandon Sanders came up and gave him a shoulder, but he didn't wrap him up at all. You got to use your arms and wrap him up.
Saladin McCullough, remember, is only 5'9", 185. But he's got that forward lead going. B-back tried to put a stick on him. I ain't going down with that. You got to bring more than that.
And we're down to the 2-minute warning.
He ain't doing nothing.
11 yards and a first down.
And I'm going to make him pay.
And now apparently Brandon Sanders is ready to go. Vegas trying to seal it up. 2 minutes left.
Off the ball.
Well, 2 minutes left, and Vegas really needs to seal tight their defense. They simply cannot allow another Los Angeles score here. They bring a blitz. Trying to neutralize with the running game is Saladin McCullough on his feet, good for a first down. A 13-yard run that followed an 11-yard first down run. And now, guys, now into the final 2 minutes of the game, they found the running game.
Well, they found it at the right time, Matt. Now they're going to force Vegas has got to use all their timeouts.
You saw Saladin McCullough shake his head. He's kind of happy with himself that he didn't stay in bounds.
I know. I'm just saying. Go! 48!
Vegas got to play for a turnover.
48!
Rip it loose.
Almost all of McCullough's yardage has come in this fourth quarter. No gain on that play as Kelvin Kinney's there among others to make the stop. And Vegas burns their second timeout of the half. Their backs are up against the wall. We'll be right back. Los Angeles on top by 6 with 1:45 left.
48!
Elsewhere, San Francisco in front of 35,000 fans in a hellhole. They've opened up a 21-6 lead over Memphis. Saladin McCullough dropped for a loss.
They got 3 guys in the
Only one timeout left for Vegas.
Unbelievable! Did they call timeout? Did they call timeout? How are they? They had 3 guys in the neutral zone. That's it. That's unbelievable.
Vegas burns their last timeout over the cries of Tommy Maddox.
He thought he got him to jump off sides.
They can't stop.
What we should do, listen, what we should do, run the ball.
We've got to snap it.
Run the ball. Let the clock run down with 1 second left.
Run the ball, and I'll call timeout with 1 second. No, we don't want to call timeout. We want to run it down.
Say it again now, Jim. Let it go down to 1 second.
Run it down to 1 second, call timeout, then get our field goal.
A reminder, next week, the XFL on NBC continues the battle for a playoff spot in the East between Chicago and New York. Tomorrow here on NBC, San Antonio and Miami in a perennial playoff berth spot. And then the Players' Championship, that ever-elusive title that Tiger Woods has been searching for. Then more NBA action as Shaq and the Lakers take on C. Webb and the Sac Kings. After the XFL tonight, Saturday Night Live starring Kate Hudson. That's after your local news. A huge third down attempt for Los Angeles. On the ground for McCullough, no gain.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
You know, one thing I'm surprised at, Matt and Jesse, that the Las Vegas offense isn't gathered together in a huddle on the sidelines ready to jump in there. They're going to waste a lot of time.
Okay.
Precious seconds ticking away on Jim Kreiner. Vegas got to get the ball back, plain and simple. On 4th and 13.
And it doesn't even look like LA is going to even attempt to run a play. They're just going to let the clock run out and take the penalty.
Time is going to expire. They're going to take the penalty indeed. And now, finally,
now they take the time.
LA calls a timeout. Not quite sure what needs to be discussed here. We heard some of the talk between Tommy Maddox and Al Luganville and his staff. You take the penalty, you let time expire. They want to prevent Vegas from touching the ball again tonight.
That was a hell of a drive by the offense. That was a great job there.
Come on, guys. Come on. Keep them in it as long as you can, all right? Because if we make this field goal, it's over. But you've done your job. Keep them in there.
And you hear Tommy Maddox himself. If Jose Cortez makes this field goal, that's a 9-point lead for Los Angeles and an effective victory for the Xtreme.
And a spot in the XFL playoffs.
A 44-yard attempt for Cortez. His long tonight is 42. His season long, 48. The kick is up. And it's good. And the Los Angeles Xtreme with their big aerial assault and a 3-for-3 kicking night by clinching a playoff spot.
You tried, baby. You tried.
Los Angeles on top by 9 and en route to winning their 6th of their last 7. This one well in hand for the Xtreme. This offense has been impressive tonight.
Indeed it has.
3 timeouts. I think we need to throw it.
Tommy Maddox and his receivers have been smiling all night. The smile grows a little larger.
Well, we got
the LA Xtreme is moments away from a playoff.
Matt, we got LA and Orlando. 2 more spots to fill.
LA.
The Xtreme with an extremely impressive performance at home. Well en route to a win and clinching a playoff spot in the West.